it's Jordan and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be telling you all of the series that I hope to read and complete in 2016. It's more of like the series that I've started in past years that I just haven't finished. So the series that I have like one book left to read. I have 7 series here. There's only one on the list that I haven't started yet, but I have to start this series in order to finish another series. You'll see in a little bit. I really want to read them and to finish them. I just haven't made it a priority because a lot of them are older series. I really want to make it a priority to finish up some of my unfinished series this year. So without further ado, it was a long-winded intro. Let's go ahead and get into the series that I want to complete this year. The first one is the Anna, Lola, Isla Companion Trilogy by Stephanie Perkins. I read the first 2 books, Anna and the French Kiss and Lola and the Boy Next Door, back in 2015, right when I started my channel. That's how I discovered them, was through BookTube, and I absolutely loved them. They were such fast-paced reads. I read them each in like a day. They're super cute, they're really fluffy, really easy to get through, and then I just never read Isla and the Happily Ever After. I don't know why. I mean, this would literally take me a day to read and I would be done with this trilogy. I really want to finish up this one this year. It shouldn't be very difficult. It's not one of those series where I have to reread the first couple of books to read the last one, and so I just want to get this one finished. Next, I have the Lunar Chronicles by Marissa Meyer. This one is also a series that I'd found through BookTube, so I read the first 3 books, Cinder, Scarlet, and Cress, back in 2015. Like, in a couple of months I read these, and I had read them in anticipation for winter. So I was all caught up. I even managed to read Ferris before winter came out as well. And winter came out, I never picked it up. I never read it. Basically marathoned the first 3.5 books to be able to read this when it came out. And so I really want to finish up this series this year as well. It is by no means one of my favorite series of all time, but I really enjoy them. Then for Christmas, I got Stars Above, which is the novella collection that I'd like to read as well. And then the new graphic novel, Wires and Nerves, comes out this month in January. I don't know if that will spoil anything if I read that without finishing this, but I would like to just finish this. I don't know why I keep putting winter off, but I've been putting it off now for over a year, and I even bought it the day it came out. Like, I don't know. I don't understand. Next on my list, I have the Remnant Chronicles by Mary E. Pearson. This is another series that I found through BookTube, and I actually picked this up before I even joined BookTube. I picked up The Kiss of Deception because of Reagan from Peruse Project. Had read this like right around the time that it came out, and then I picked up and read The Heart of Betrayal. When this one came out as well, I found that when I read The Heart of Betrayal, I didn't care about the characters as much as other people did when they read this. Like, I didn't feel much connection to the storyline, and so when book 3, The Beauty of Darkness, came out, I was like, okay, I can't just jump into this one because I didn't really feel the feels in book 2. I think it's been too long since I was like invested in the series, so I think I need to reread books 1 and 2 before I read book 3 and give you guys a series review and tell you how I think about it. I do much better with marathoning series than I do with reading them as they're published. I'm learning that. Almost my whole life I had marathon series, and then when I joined BookTube, I stopped doing that because I started reading things as they were put out. And I have found out that's not the best way for me to read things. So next on my list is the only one that I haven't previously started, and that is the Grisha Trilogy by Leigh Bardugo. I had not had any intention to read this trilogy originally. I didn't really have any interest in it, but my failed attempt with Six of Crows duology has made me realize that maybe I would actually really like this. I do really want to start this and finish this relatively soon within this year, which brings me into my next one, so that I can reread Six of Crows and then read Crooked Kingdom, because I really did not feel love for Six of Crows that a lot of other people did, and I think it's because I didn't read the Grisha Trilogy previously. This is marketed as being an individual series aside from the Grisha Trilogy, and I really think that's poor marketing. I think you really should read the original trilogy before you read Six of Crows. It's definitely something that's a priority that I really want to get to very soon, and then after that I can just dive right into Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom and just marathon all of them together and really be immersed in this world and hopefully have a better experience reading Six of Crows for the second time. I hope to bump up that 2-star rating to something more like a 4-star. That would be really nice, or even a 5-star. Who knows? Maybe I'll really love it. Next one on my list is the Young Elites trilogy by Marie Lu. I have started this trilogy previously. I've read the Young Elites. This one I just didn't like really all that much. Loved the Legend trilogy by her, and I was hoping for something along the lines of Legend, and this is very, very different from Legend, so I was disappointed with it. Then I had heard nothing when the second book came out, which is The Rose Society. Not many people, I feel like, continued after The Young Elites. Like, it wasn't enough to push people to read the second book, and so I hadn't heard anything about this, so I was like, is this even good? I don't know. Should I continue? I don't know. So now that I have the entire trilogy, I really want to make it a priority this year to reread The Young Elites and then continue with the series. I read this in like January of 2015, so it's been 2 years. I'm not gonna remember anything that happens in this. I think I'm really gonna like it once I get into it, and now that I know what to expect from it, I feel like it's going to be a much more enjoyable series. In that same vein of now that I know what to expect going into it, I think I will like this next series maybe a smidge bit better than the first time I read it. The last one on my list is the Shatter Me trilogy by Tahereh Mafi. I have only read the first book, Shatter Me. I didn't love this nearly as much as other people did. I thought the writing, which people say is flowery and beautiful, was downright annoying, but I think I could get past it to continue the trilogy because I did finish the whole book. And I remember when I finished the book, I'd given it a 4-star, but then as it sat with me longer, it went to a 3-star. I think now it's sitting on Goodreads at like a 2-star. So I did really like it while I was reading it, aside from the writing style. This I read in the summer of 2015, so I definitely think I'd have to reread Shatter Me, unfortunately, to continue Unravel Me and Ignite Me. People always ask me, Jordan, why would you want to continue with a series that you absolutely hated the first book of? This is why. I have heard a lot of people say they don't particularly like Shatter Me. However, I've heard lots of people say Unravel Me and Ignite Me are amazing. This is where the Warren, every time I call him Warren, Warner relationship with Juliet happens. When you're reading Shatter Me, you're like, how the hell do people ship these two characters? Because Warner is a downright douche. I hated him. I'm just kind of curious what he does to redeem himself in these next 2 books that people ship him with Juliet. I'm just really curious. For more than anything, I want to read these because I'm just really curious. I need to know what people find so compelling about these 2 books. So, unfortunately, because it's been so long, I do think I have to reread the shitfest that is Shatter Me before I can continue with Unravel Me and Ignite Me. This is the last series that I want to complete this year and give my opinion on it as a whole rather than just bashing the hell out of Shatter Me because I hated that one so much. I know, it's a weird rationale, but it is my rationale. So those are the series that I've had sitting on my shelf for a while now that I would really like to complete. If you've read any of these series, I'd love to know what you thought of them in the comments down below, or if there are any series that you've had sitting on your shelves for a while that you need to finish, let me know what they are. Maybe I've read them and I can tell you if you should get on it or pass, you know. Sometimes it's okay to just give up on a series. Thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, I will talk to you very soon. Bye!